Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today on Romanticide, we've got Dark versus PartinG from the losers bracket from TSL 6. Man, the TSL 6 was so packed with talent that the losers bracket is pretty much as good as the winners bracket in terms of talent. Alright, so bottom right hand corner here, we have PartinG. He is the blue Protoss player, and in the top left, it is Dark. He is the red Zerg player. Coming at ya here today. Alright, so Dark's going to be pretty scary. He's the reigning world champ. He's looked pretty good, I think, lately in the last couple of months. He hasn't had an incredible 2020, but I mean, who has? Who's honestly had an amazing 2020? I guess, Raynor probably has. Little hatch block of Rooney here. Clem's had a really nice 2022, I guess. So the young kids, the foreigners, are the ones that are having a good year, which makes a lot of sense, I guess. The future belongs to the children, is what they say. Okay, they're both 18. They're both adults, but still. Dark taking his natural at his third base, which again we had come to expect here in CVP. No huge surprise there at all. And yeah, welcome to Romanticide. Welcome to a 1440p ZVP cast here from Falcon Paladin. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm posting StarCraft 2 content 5 times a week out here, including some lobby stuff, which is kind of fun once a week. Somewhere, you know, anywhere between bronze level and diamond level is the stuff I like to catch. Just once a week, kind of give a peek into what's going on in the lower levels. The rest of it is professional level stuff or GM level stuff as well. But yeah, I'm here. Okay, I know it says my channel is fairly new, but this is the second channel. I initially started a StarCraft 2 channel back in 2015. And then I started casting a little bit of Brood War because I was interested in that, and that kind of took the channel over and became a Brood War channel. So StarCraft 2 lives here now, but I have thousands of StarCraft 2 casts available out on my other channel, which is just youtube.com/FalconPaladin, if you want to look for that. Anywho, nothing crazy here from PartinG at all. 1 gate expands, Cybercore coming up as part of the wall, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't really expect a lot of pressure here from Dark at all. He's getting queens. He's getting a third base. He's working on speed. He's not really fully saturated on his gas. So this is not something where he's going to try to Ling flood you. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Walling off early is probably a pretty darn good thing. Now, what's your second tech going to be? Stargate opening. Out of PartinG. Are we surprised by that at all? No, we are not. Oh, also, quick plug. I am casting live professional StarCraft 2 out on africatv.com/laughingames and on Trovo. I'll put a link to that one in the description here as well. I'm solo cast the last couple of these because Laughing Games has been a little bit busy with work, but it's been a ton of fun. I know it's not YouTube. I know it's not even Twitch. They are platforms you're not familiar with. You're probably not huge fans of. But if you want to catch Falcon Paladin casting live StarCraft 2 at the professional level with players like Dark and PartinG, then by all means, check me out at Trovo, link in the description, and africatv.com in the description. All right, Adept. You know, getting a couple kills, shading on out of there, getting a nice scout too. No roach warning, no lair timing, no second gas, not even saturated on the main gas here. Excellent, excellent job getting that scout off by said Adept. Void Ray opening from PartinG. Are we surprised by that? No. Void Rays have become really part and parcel to this matchup in particular. Void Rays are really good against Zerg and can be extremely annoying. And you're like, Falcon, what did they do? Well, all they did was make them cheaper and make them faster and give them better acceleration, and make them build more quickly than they used to. So they buffed the ever-living crap out of the Void Ray in like 4 different ways, and now they're all over the meta, and I mean, that makes sense. That's how you do sometimes. Roach Warren is coming up. Spores, too, some safety spores, in case there was an Oracle cruising out, and there wasn't, but there is now. So an Oracle Void Ray. Void Ray looking for the Overlord, but Dark is so used to the Void Ray killing his first Overlord, there's not even one over here, I don't think. Third base coming up. Oh, never mind. It did kill it. Yeah, all right. I didn't hear it. Usually I hear that. So I listened for the sound of the Void Ray, but nope. Third base coming up. We're going to put some pressure on the Zerg player. They're not going to feel particularly safe getting over here. Yeah, 2 Adepts. Ta-da. 2 Adepts between a pylon, a Stalker holding the wall here. That's all you need, Protoss players. Even against Dark, that's all you need. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers how little defense you can get away with in 2021. Oracle trying to get some stuff. Maybe got a drone kill up here, but Spore Queen is enough to shove her away pretty effectively. I guess we'll name her. That seems fine. So this Oracle's name is Sneaky Late Comment. Tearing Falcon Paladin's claim that he always reads every comment was treated as a challenge for this Protoss. He knew that even if he reads all the recent comments, he probably wouldn't be able to read ones that were made over 24 hours after the game was posted. Taking this as a life strategy, he brought his deadly aerial bomber out to a battle that had finished over 24 hours ago, firing on workers that were no longer there. That is a weird meta Oracle name for sure. Stasis? No. Did not happen. Lair coming up from Dark. So here's the trick, in case you were curious about this. I do read every comment anyone ever makes on either of my channels. It's just because YouTube gives us a little comments tab. We go to the YouTube studio and click comments. It shows us chronologically all the comments that have been made on any of our channels and any of our videos. I guess any of our videos. It's not all the channels thing, but yeah, that's it. So if somebody goes to a video of mine that I posted in 2016 and leaves a comment, it shows up chronologically as the latest comment on this page. So that's how I can read them all, obviously. I'm not going through and clicking on every one of my 3,000 videos to look for new comments every day. That doesn't make any sense at all. I would not do that. Hydralisk Den coming up from Dark, but YouTube does want us to engage with our viewers and gives us that tool, and I use it. I've always used it for the 5, almost 6 years now that I've had StarCraft, that I've been casting StarCraft. Man, it's going to be 6 years, end of February. That's crazy. What a milestone. What a milestone for me. Alright, well, what are we doing? Ling's just kind of trying to make trouble. Obviously, got a Hydralisk Den out to deal with the Void Rays and whatnot. Are we... Phoenix. Moving into 3-gate Phoenix now. Twilight Council coming up. Forge here from PartinG. Third base happily rolling. Fourth base just now getting started from Dark. This is not looking good. This is really not looking good for Dark at all. Protoss players having some good builds recently. So here comes the Phoenix. Dead Overlord. Probably a dead Queen. Hydras are coming out. Oh, are there enough? You know what? This is a lot of anti-air. Maybe get out of there. Hydras are popping at just the right time. Void Rays, maybe trying to prismatic alignment down this base before the Hydras and Queens show up. Look at them just swinging around the left side. They're like, haha. Oh, transfuse. Ah, Queen down. Another Queen down. No, transfuse, keeping that one alive here too. Dark's doing some good stuff. Got some Lings threatening the front door. PartinG builds aren't really going anywhere at all. Void Ray just getting damage off. That Void Ray's probably dead. Get out of there, Void Ray. Oh, sacrificial. That one also kind of sacrificial, but Hydras are down here now. Or not down here now, and these Queens... Oh, reducing the Queen count to... Let's see what it is. 0 is a good thing to do if you're a Protoss player. Yes, reduce that Queen count to 0. That'll shut those dirty bugs down. Injects, not possible. There are 3 Queens in production, but they're not here yet. Phoenix, good unit, man. Good harassing unit. Can really ruin a Zerg player's day. Cannot win the game for them. You still need something to kill their buildings, and that's what, you know, Zealots are here. Working on Colossus for all these Hydras. Oh, this is beautiful. PartinG has a game plan, and he's following it to a T. Just basically reacting at this point here is Dark, and I don't know if that's going to work out for him. He's got some roaches in production. He's going to try to roach Hydra this thing. Roach speed on the way, working on +2 missile attack, which is fantastic. But again, Colossus pretty fantastic against Roach Hydra. That splash damage and the sheer range that they have available to them is a beautiful, beautiful thing to behold. Watch out! Good reaction time there from PartinG, getting on out of there. Income is technically favoring Dark and actually swinging pretty significantly up into his side now. Although a couple Overlords dying is never good. Are these Phoenix? Oh, they might be trapped. They might be trapped. They might need a recall. Oh, gosh. They're not doing it. All right. All right. Dark needed that. Dark needed several Phoenix to die there, and they did. PartinG's getting a 4th base at 8 minutes. Okay, technically 9-ish minutes, but still. Warp Prism on the way for the Protoss. Extended Thermal Lance finishing up right now. It is 185 to 141. It's a big Roach Hydra army for Dark. He doesn't have as many workers as the Protoss player does, but his army is like twice as big. Roach Hydra is definitely that thing. Like, Roach Hydra is pretty powerful, takes up a lot of supply, and you can max out on Roach Hydra pretty quickly. The problem is it doesn't trade exceptionally well against multiple Colossus. Storm may be pretty good here too, but it seems the flash so far for PartinG is going to be Dem Colossus. Hydra is working on, again, that +2 missile attack. Oh, the surrounds, though. Roach is coming in from the left side. There are no immortals at all. This is a little bit dicey. Nice force fields, though, and the right side has to retreat. because the left side is completely kept out of this engagement, basically. Dude, these Colossus need to pull back. The Colossus need to be pulling back here. I've not seen a good Roach Hydra versus Colossus play in some time. Good force fields, keeping a lot of those units out on the left side, but they found a way. They found a way around the War Prism, keeping the Colossus alive, just dodging back and back and back here. It is 178 to 116 total supply, though. Dark is remaxing on Roach Hydra pretty darn effectively. Some Immortals in this composition I feel like would be pretty amazing. One Swarm Host in production, I think that's an accident. Out of Dark, all Zerg players have accidentally made a Swarm Host before when they're going for Roach Hydra. It's just, the hotkey is right there, man. All right, so PartinG, I like it. He's got his +2. His Colossus are doing all right for themselves. They've got 7 kills on the one and two kills on the other, which isn't the grandest of anything. But Stalker Colossus, what year is it, PartinG? Look at him. He's actually launching the Swarm Host. The Locusts are coming in, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, War Prism dies, which means the Colossus are dead, which means it's just Stalker against Roach Hydra. Not ideal. That was a ginormous engagement right there. That was huge in favor of Dark. Pulling back with his Stalkers. Does. Pull back to the high ground. Pulls back to the high ground. Got his cannons. He's got, again, good upgrades. But the +2 missile attack is incredible right now from Dark. It's just exactly what you want. He's transitioning here into Lurkers. He's making more and more Roaches. Stalker versus a Roach is actually not great for the Roach because they're armored and take bonus damage from the Stalkers. Hydras trade better. But Blink Stalkers, man, just incredibly cost-efficient units here. Really buying some time to get additional Colossus out. He's going to blink. Oh, he blinks in here. He's going to maybe deny an upgrade. What does he do? He goes after the Hatch, and he's going to get it. So Hatch down is a good way to get back in this game, and then just recalls everybody out. One of the Stalkers dies. These two do not get the memo, and in fact, they should be dead, but they're not. Hang on. Hold up. Blink. 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 Oh, there's a blink. Okay, so one of them survived. He might make it home. Entirely possible. I don't know. Adaptive Talon's on the way. It's 200 to 143 total supply, though. This fourth base in a lot of trouble. Shield battery overcharge is up. Cannons trying to fight against all this stuff. What are the Vipers here to do exactly? I don't know. Blinding Cloud, it seems, on the Stalkers. Very nicely done. Is there enough? Reinforcements are pouring in from Dark. That's a dead Nexus for sure. PartinG is down to 3 total bases. Colossus doing some work here. Oh, tried to abduct, but actually saved it by picking up the Colossus mid-abduct animation. Holy smokes. Abducting the War Prism is the smarter play. There you go. Dark coming through with the genius maneuver of getting the Warp Prism instead. High ground positioning, not something Dark is super into. He's going to pull back, save his units' lives. Fourth base by PartinG is completely toast, though, and Dark is just, he's taking another base. So he is in complete control in this game. PartinG had a better income, but Dark now sliding back up into his favor, replanting the third base. 20 probes died, which is just a ridiculous number of probes. Oh, the abducts. And we've not seen abducts versus Colossus very often. It feels like that was the intent when they showed us the Viper in one of the hype videos for Legacy of the for Heart of the Swarm. They were like, "Look, you can do this to Colossus," and all the Zergs were like, "Woohoo!" And then it just didn't happen as often as people expected it to. I guess Colossus were not as common in PvZ as it used to be, so that's part of it. And maybe that's because of the threat of the abducts. So the abduct did its job, right? Just made Colossus less powerful against Zerg than they used to be, don't you know? Yeah, this does not seem like a great game for PartinG. This almost feels like a crushing blow. 195 to 111 total supply. Stalker Colossus down the left side, but Dark's just going for your front door, man. There is exactly 2 cannons. There are 2 cannons here to save you from death. I don't know. Okay, so he recalls. He recalls back. He needs Storm. He needs Immortals. Like, Stalker Colossus is just not a good strategy. Nor has it really been for some time. 2 Colossus back here just burning. Doing a pretty good job, honestly. Stalker standing in, buffering a little bit. Lurkers in the mix. The Lurkers are the bigger problem here. Actually, Dark needs to pull back. He still has Lurkers busting through the front door of PartinG. Eventually, slowly. Like 4 of them can attack here. If not all of them. Not all 6 or 7. And look, there you go. So Lurker's down. Bunch of roaches down here too. Hydra's getting burned alive by the Colossus, which have done their jobs here. 12 kills and 14 kills on those guys. All right. So PartinG survives. He's only down 50 supply. These Lings, going after long-distance mining probes, though, is so brutal. It is such a brutal thing. Ling's trying to take down a cannon that is being shield battery healed, and they don't have adrenal glands. So that's not going to happen for them. They don't have any upgrades either. They have 2 armor, but no attack upgrades. PartinG, I don't know, man. I really don't see PartinG winning this game, but it's been a pretty exciting one nevertheless. Yeah, I think PartinG's hold on the other side of the map was extremely impressive. His production tab is empty right now, which is not great. And normally I say the longer a Zerg player stays on Roach Hydra, the worse it is for them, but... Mid-air, dead Colossus. You don't see that a lot. It gets abducted. Whee, dies while it's being abducted. Just explodes in the sky. Can you imagine you look up and there's a Colossus flying at 100 miles an hour and that just explodes and all its parts rain down on you? I love that PartinG is doing this. PartinG's like, I don't have as good an army as you. I'm aware of that fact. And I'm going to micro my little heart out. Try to do it. I guess what I was saying before I got distracted was usually a Roach Hydra loses its value over time, but in the case, yeah, that's GG. In the case where you're that far ahead, it doesn't matter. So nicely done. Dark does get the win in about 16.5 minutes. A little good non-stop game there. Maybe a bit shorter than the ones I like to throw up on the channel, but still fantastic display of just Dark holding on after, some early setbacks, a couple setbacks there, but he was able to get the Roach Hydra out, get the good upgrades in, getting +3 attack on his missile attack and +2 armor. Just killing it on the upgrade side of things. Ends up killing, how many resources? 27,000 to 30,000. PartinG lost more than the Zerg player. That's never going to work out for you. And the income tag will look like this. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know, I think. So fantastic job by Dark, looking extremely scary. PartinG, I think, leaning too heavily on the Stalkers, though. I really do. Stalker Colossus is not really a viable composition in 2021. You got to get some Storm. You got to get some Immortals out there, too. I think Storm would have been incredible. Immortals would have really helped versus the Roaches, and honestly, against the Lurkers, too. But he did what he could. I think he microed exceptionally well. That is kind of PartinG's thing, is just insanely good micro. And that's maybe one of the reasons you clicked on this was for that reason, yeah? Hoorah. All right. So that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.